Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to World of Warcraft Legion, and we are here in the Drag in beautiful Orgrimmar. And the reason that we are here today, guys, is because a new holiday started yesterday, Children's Week. I'm recording this on a Tuesday, and we got some festivities to jump into, which I guess it makes sense because if we go here into the world map, there's not a whole lot going on in the Broken Isles. We don't have any epic bosses up, the Centenax is set in the middle, and no new quest either, unfortunately. That's a shame. But it's okay. Hopefully the festivities here will go a long way, and those are some very blue electric turtles.
What can I do for you?
Orphan Matron Battle Whale. You're willing to help us here at the orphanage? Bless you, friend. Your aid during Children's Week will be invaluable. And take this whistle. You'll only be able to use it for a short amount of time, typically not longer than Children's Week itself. When you use it, you'll be able to talk with the child you've agreed to look after. Using it again will dismiss the child. By all means, Swindlegear, use the whistle and meet your ward. I'm sure the child will be most eager to meet you. Use the Orcish Orphan whistle to talk with the child you'll be looking after during Children's Week.
For the Horde!
Yeah, our child that we'll be taking care of. What could possibly go wrong? Ask me. Well then. No. Oh, Smee don't like kids. Orcish Orphan.
Zug Zug, my name is Grunth, and I guess you're looking after me? You're an adventurer, like my mom and dad were.
Wait a minute. Whoa. This is an Orcish Orphan. Okay.
Zug Zug, my name is Grunth, and I guess you're looking after me? You're an adventurer, like my mom and dad were. My matron says that they died with honor in battle. I'm happy to meet you. I hope we'll do plenty of things together. I have some things I'd like to do, and the matron says you'll be like a big brother to me during this week. I'd like that a whole bunch.
Well, ain't you cute? And we're the same height. I don't know what I think about that. Riding the Rocket Way, the Fallen Chieftain, the Banshee Queen. Ooh.
I heard that the newest members of the Horde, the Goblins, built a crazy road in Ashara, and it's just for rockets. Can you imagine? Ever since I heard about it, I've wanted to pay a visit. I asked Matron Battle Whale about it, and she said it's called the Rocket Way. She even told me they're working on a prototype rocket with 2 seats. Do you want to go there and see if we can try it out? I bet the experimental rocket is near the secret lab at the south end of the Rocketway.
Why does everyone know about the secret lab? Head to the Southern Rocketway terminus in Ashara and board the Red Hound 2-seater prototype. Okay, kid. I'll hume ya. What's next? The Fallen Chieftain.
Matron Battle Whale says that when Karn Bloodhoof died, the Horde lost a voice of wisdom. I don't know what that means, but I always wanted to meet him. Some of the other orphans even have his hoofprint. Would you take me with you to Mulgore? Artura says the Tauren bring their dead to a place called Red Rocks to honor them. We should go there and see if we can find Karn.
Take your orphan to Red Rocks to visit the funeral pyre of Karn Bloodhoof. Well, ain't you just a little bit morbid? Call your orphan if he is not present when you arrive. And the Banshee Queen.
Lady Sylvanas is supposed to be one of the best warriors in the Horde. Maybe that's why she's war chief. I've always wanted to meet her, Swindlegear. Maybe an adventurer like you could get an audience with her. Would you take me to the royal quarter of the Undercity to meet Lady Sylvanas? It's a long way away, and I bet the guards would never let me in by myself.
Take your orphan to meet Lady Sylvanas. Well, at least they updated the text a little bit to know that Sylvanas is war chief. So, we got that working for us. Well, I'll tell you what, kid. We are gonna, what was your name? Grunth? Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the best right off the bat, because that's what goblins do. We don't do anything subtle. I like to assume that he's like riding, hanging on to like one of the rungs here on the copter. And we are going to go to Ashara, to the rocket car, and get that going. Now, Children's Week is always interesting because you can get some really cool mini-pets. Unfortunately, I read up on this holiday, and Blizzard actually didn't add anything new, which is a shame. But I haven't done it in a while, and apparently I can get a pet that I have been missing for quite some time, like ever since Wrath of the Lich King. So we'll go ahead and check that out. Take your orphan to ride the rocket way. This is not the secret lab, if I'm... Yeah, it's this way. But back in Solazar or Sholazar Basin in Northrend, you had to choose between two factions. Between the... Well, actually, I might have them right here. Basically, kind of like a Murloc frog people, and I think they were called the Oracles, and the Wolvar, which are basically like mini Worgen. And you had to pick between the two of them, and then you could get a pet. Well, now they offer that pet as a reward for finishing a lot of the stuff here, which is, you know, handy. Especially if you don't want to have another character and level them up just to go do that, because it is quite a grind. Southern Rocketway Terminus. Okay, we hit the secret lab. Now what do you want, kid? Oh, okay. You want to actually go up into the thing. I guess I can respect that. Up here, perchance? Oh. No, that's the Flight Master. This kid's just going to be a pain now, isn't he? No, here's the Red Hound two-seater. Alrighty. Okay, kid. I'd say buckle the seatbelt, but goblins don't believe in such trifles. Let's do this.
This is gonna be fun!
Yeah, you see, this is the efficiency of goblin design. Look at this well-made road.
I've seen goblins riding these things. I know they can go faster.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what this button does.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing, kid? Eh. That's okay. My flying mount goes faster.
Now that's more like it.
Remember, most franchises go completely bad once they add a kid into it. I think my Warcraft series is doomed.
Oh, I figured out how this works. I'm taking control.
Whoa, what are you doing, kid?
Hang on to your, helmet.
But I'm not wearing the helmet.
I'm losing control!
Yeah, this is great.
No, Rocket, don't go that way!
Little orc children, huh?
I think I found the emergency button. Rockets have those, don't they? Oh, I did it! I got us back on track.
You know, I really want to introduce you to the Dreadblades. And we still got 2 more other places to go.
This is the only button I haven't pushed yet. Let's give it a try.
Whew. Oh. Okay. It was the eject button. Return to your orcish orphan. Do I have to?
That was great! I even learned how to control the rocket and everything. Did you see how I saved us? I'm gonna be a rocket pilot when I grow up.
Yeah, I kind of doubt that, kid. But you do you. You follow your dreams. So, we gotta go... Oh. We gotta go, pay some respects to a moo cow. So, let's go ahead and travel to Red Rocks in Mulgore, and I'll see you guys there. I gotta say, Thunderbluff still looks pretty awesome, even after all these years. It's just kind of a really cool visual, and it got better once we were able to get flying. Got to see the thing in all of its glory. But we're relatively close to, what was it, Bloodhoof Village? I think it's called? Yeah. And then we can head to... I actually forgot where the cemetery is. Oh, that's embarrassing. The Fallen Chieftain. Oh, okay, there it is. Red Rocks is right next to Thunderbluff. Curses. That's okay. I have to say, though, one of the saddest... it's cool, but at the same time it's very sad. There's a Tauren here who walks along this bridge. He's a farmer. and he has a quest where you go and try and find his dog, and he sounds very different from a lot of other Tauren. And the reason why, I believe the story was that he was a sick kid with cancer or some sort of debilitating illness, and they recorded his dialogue for the game, and then he passed away shortly thereafter. You know, which is tragic, but at the same time, he lives forever here. Oh, there's Kyle the Frenzied right there. Which means the farmer should be relatively close by. I don't really want to hear the voice because it's kind of sad. But we might do it before we leave here. Just to, you know, pay our respects. Because that's always important. And actually, we're going to be paying our respects in 2 different ways. The Golden Plains. I hope this is worth it. I don't remember doing this, well, I haven't played in a while. At least around the time that Children's Week is going on, so... I wonder what Sylvanas will say to the kid. I assume something along the vein of, if you act like Garrosh, I'll kill you. Sounds legit. Okay. Yeah, look at all this, you know, with the Horde's at war, there's, maybe a food shortage. I mean, look at all this beef going to waste. Too soon? When my druids and I were ambushed by renegade orcs, you challenged War Chief Garrosh to trial by combat to answer for their deaths, chieftain. Oh. You fought bravely, but Grim Totem treachery poisoned Garrosh's weapon and denied you fair combat. May your spirit know peace. Magatha and her kin were driven from the city, and your worthy son carries on your legacy. That was a long time ago, guys. Are you telling me he's just been sitting here rotting? May your spirit continue to guide us, Father, as you did in life. We know you, Karn Bloodhoof, and your people have told us of your deeds. You are welcome at the hearth of the ancestors. Hey, good for you. If there was anyone who deserved, you know, some sort of nice afterlife goodness, it would definitely be Karn. I have a rock in my nose. Yeah, of course you do. Someday, I'm going to be a great warrior, just like Karn or the war chief. Everyone will remember my deeds, and the ancestors will welcome my spirit too. You know, we can go ahead and do that right now if you like. You know, I'll even let you punch me to say you put up a fair fight. You're no fun, kid. So that just leaves the meeting with Sylvanas. But before that, one more piece of business. There he is. Ahab Wheathoof.
Will you help me find my dog?
Ah.
Greetings, traveler.
Help, Swindlegear. My prized puppy, Kyle, has run away. I just know he's running around Bloodhoof Village, lost and hungry. Will you find him and feed him? Once he eats, he will settle down and come home. To feed him, you'll need to find food. His favorite meal is tender strider meat. Just venture east and you should find plenty of striders. Hunt one down and take its succulent meat to Kyle. When you see Kyle in town...
I miss my dog so much.
Aw. Put the meat down and he's sure to come to you.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Man, the thing about it is I don't know whether... And I hate this is kind of a sad thought, but I can't tell whether he's trying to do a Tauren's voice or that's just how his voice was at the time. So that's kind of always... Man. But he loved the game. And that's kind of stuff's important. Alright. And I think Kyle was the kid's real name. I think. And if that's true, then I hope you are in a better place smiling down, or wherever, Kyle. Now I just gotta find the frenzied. He's always running around here. Fortunately, I know that we are faster. We've got all the speed and the tools. Now, if I was a frenzied dog, where would I be? Maybe an aerial view. Actually, it's really appropriate to do this during Children's Week, isn't it? Because I know they do a bunch of different stuff for like Child's Play charities and whatnot, and that's kind of the point. You do what you can to ensure that kids get to turn into adults, and then have to deal with all the unpleasantness that we have. There you are. There you go, boy. Kyle the frenzied howls in delight at the sight of his lunch, and Kyle eats his lunch. Kyle the friendly thanks you with a special dance. Well, there we go. Just a little bit. Let's not get Smee too jealous. And let Ahab know the job is done, and then we will head all the way to Undercity.
Will you help me find my dog? Greetings, traveler.
Fantastic work, Swindlegear. Kyle came home as soon as he ate and went straight to bed. Thank you for your help.
The wind's guide.
And you are welcome. Alright, guys. Well, it's melancholy, but at the same time, yeah, you guys know what I mean. Let's go ahead and head to Undercity. Okay, actually, I got some clarification before we go talk to Sylvanas. And Ahab was actually voiced by Ezra Chatterton, who was touring Blizzard's offices with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and they added him into the game along with Kyle. So I guess maybe Kyle was the name of a family member, or maybe Ezra's dog. So, and he passed away in 2008. It's hard to believe that was 9 years ago. Man, time waits for no one. So here's Sylvanas.
We are the Forsaken. We
The
will
old
slaughter
enemies below.
anyone who stands in our way.
Wow, so you're the Banshee Queen? I kind of expected you to be taller. My friend at the orphanage said you always pick the Forsaken above the Horde and abandon us. Is that true?
You forget yourself, child. Do you know who stands before you? I do not require defending, Ambassador. Young one, the mantle of War Chief is heavy, but I was chosen to bear the burden. Now I stand for the Horde.
So it's not true? Thank the ancestors. I wouldn't want you to be my enemy, Lady Sylvanas.
You needn't worry, child. I am your War Chief.
Oh, she's just as fierce as I thought she'd be. But that ambassador sure got real mad when I started talking to Lady Sylvanas. If your glove is too big, does it still fit like a glove?
Boss lady, are you sure you don't want to take him? Because, I mean, just consider it my gift to you. Boss lady? Oi. Let's go fly a kite. You scream, I scream.
The other day when some of us were out with the matron, I saw a goblin pushing a cart filled with toys. He had dolls, copper racers, leather balls, and some kites. I've always wanted to get a dragon kite, and the matron said if I saved all my money I could buy one. But that's going to be a long time. I think the goblin's name was Black's Bottle Rocket or something. If we can find him, could we get some kites and fly them together? I saw him pushing his cart around the drag.
Oh. That's easy. That's a lot of money for these quests. You scream, I scream.
There's a brand new ice cream shop at Orgrimmar, and it's not just any ice cream either. This ice cream is made by a crazy goblin mage. You don't think it's going to disappear if I don't finish it in 15 minutes, do you? I bet it tastes really good. Let's go try it. I heard some of the other kids talking about it, and they were saying the store's called Cone of Cold, and it's in the southern part of the goblin slums.
I think the fact that my goblin child is kind of becoming little Nicky.
Get in the flask, Adrian.
Okay. Well, fortunately, all of that is in Orgrimmar, so I guess we'll head back to the capital. Aha! There's our toy vendor.
I got what you need.
So, green balloon... Oh! Dragon Kite 2-pack. Green balloon, yellow balloon. Got some new toys here. Requires Children's Week. Nice! So you could get the stuff that you could get, I guess, from last year or so.
Mouths to feed, pal.
And go ahead and learn those toys. Now, where is Grunth? Yeah, let's go fly a kite here, kid.
I've always wanted my very own dragon.
There you go. Nice that there's a wind. Those are actually really cool kites. I used to fly kites when I was a kid. Okay. No. No, stand still. Hey, what are you doing?
That was fun. Can I keep the kite, please? Thanks for the kite, Swindlegear. Every time I fly it, I'll remember the day you gave it to me.
Yeah, that's nice, kid. Let's go get some ice cream. All I'm thinking about is Family Guy. Now let's go get sundaes. Oh, it's in the goblin slums. Awesome. That ice cream's probably made out of all kinds of nifty toxic waste. Here's hoping. So, where's this ice cream shop at? Cooking supplies. Yeah, I don't see no ice cream shop, kid. What are you talking about? Ice elemental. The Cone of Cold. Ah! Snick's Quick Freeze. I've never seen this before.
Got the best deals anywheres.
Neat.
You drive a hard bargain.
Okay. What were you supposed to do? Take the orphan out for ice cream?
I ain't got it. You don't want it.
Cone. Oh, share the ice cream with the
Goblin
orphan.
products are built to last.
There you go.
Wow, I never knew mages could make ice cream. That was good.
Ice cream headache?
When I grow up, I want to put strange things together too. What about putting soap on an axe? Then we'd have a handle and everything. And when the soap's gone, you'd have a new axe.
You are truly one of the greatest minds of your race.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen a goblin making food that didn't involve a big noisy machine with a lot of smoke. Maybe people would like their food if they just made it like normal people. Or like mages. That ice cream was so good.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked the kid. This doesn't mean that I like you, though. Ah, yes. Pet care package, curmudgeon's payoff, snail, piglet's collar, rat cage. Ooh, okay.
You've been so very kind to me, Swindlegear. I never dreamed that I'd have so much fun during Children's Week. Thank you. I wish all the orphans were lucky enough to get to see all the stuff we did. Did you think we'd find Black's bottle rocket again and get a foam sword rack from him? I think he's still pushing that cart up and down the main road in the drag. That way everyone else at the orphanage could do something fun too. After that, it'll be time for me to go home.
Purchase a foam sword rack from Black's. Oh, so you guys want a LARP, huh? Well, you've come to the right guy. Well, I'm semi-retired now in real life, but I LARPed for about 15 years. Wretch did, not Swindle. I don't think that's really Swindle's forte. Yeah, so foam swords are... When these things first came out, they were kind of a pain to get, and we would beat the crap out of each other with them, like waiting to enter Naxxramas during Wrath. So where'd the toy guy go? Ah. Troll has him stopped.
Yeah, what do you want?
Sword or foam sword rack.
Can I interest you in a payment plan?
Let's cause some chaos here.
Strength and honor.
It is a pleasure to see you again, Swindlegear. Have you attended to the duties you're volunteered for during Children's Week? May the spirits bless you, Swindlegear. You've done more for Grunth than most would ever think of doing for him. Thank you. You're the epitome of what it means to be a hero of the Horde. The orphans will love your gift. It's not often they get a new toy. Grunth had so much fun with you, Swindlegear. He wanted to give you one of his favorite pets to remember him by.
A bag of 5 gold. For those who like telling children there's no Great Father of Winter. Pet care package? Actually, I want the snail shell.
Be safe.
Aw, isn't it cute?
Children, Swindlegear has brought a surprise for you. Come and take a look at your gift.
Lay on, guys. It's warrior training. And we got a snail. What does the snail look like? I must see. Collections? Pet journal? Is it just snail? Oh, Scooter. Oh, he looks awesome. Ooze touch, acidic goo, dive, headbutt, shell shield, and absorb. That's pretty nasty, actually. Excellent. Well, now if memory serves, I think there is another matron in Dalaran, but I don't think it's in like New Dalaran. I think it might be it might be an old Dalaran in Northrend. That's where we can get the Wolvar or the Oracle. Let me see. Do I have both of those? Because we may not have to. It's Pup, Curious Oracle Hatchling. Oh, I do not have the Curious Wolvar Pup. Okay. Does that mean I have to go do more stuff with another orphan? Because that's not really Swindlegear's forte, as you guys could clearly see. But another thing that you can do is you can take your orphan to do some PvP, and if nothing pops up on the Broken Shore quest-wise, we may be doing that in the next episode. So let's head to Dalaran real quick. And we'll see if there is an orphan matron nearby. I don't know where the orphanage would be here. Unless it's in Old Dalaran and is like right down in smack dab in the middle of town, where Khadgar's tower currently is. There's archaeology, and I know it wouldn't be down in the Hole of Shadows. Not near the toy store. And there's a lot of people online tonight. Okay, well, obviously no matron here, so that must mean Old Dalaran. Let's go ahead and see what's over there. Whew, it has been many, many moons since I've been over here. There's Ice Crown Citadel in all of its evil glory. I'll tell you what, though, guys, the first time I ever came to Dalaran in Wrath of the Lich King, it was really late. And we had a great time, like early in the morning, just exploring the place. And there's a new orphan matron. Good deal. So I'll tell you what, we will go ahead and start the next episode doing these missions. Well, maybe we can just go ahead and do it. Little orphan, okay. So we gotta pick our shots there. And we will do that next time, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.